The wife walks into the office with a smile and says, "Honey, I went to the mall today and bought a lot of things. You'll have to reimburse me." The husband smiles and says, "That's fine. As long as you like them, I'll buy you anything." Hearing this, the wife's friend says sarcastically, "Wow, Bubbly, your husband's company is really impressive." Bubbly happily looks at her husband and introduces her proudly. "Honey, this is my new best friend, Shang Shang." Shang Shang says sweetly, "I've heard for a long time that President Ying is a successful man. Now that I've met you in person, you really are extraordinary." President Ying replies politely, "Thank you." "Oh, honey, I need to take a phone call. I'll call you later tonight." Bubbly nods and Shang Shang suddenly speaks up. "Oh my god, I think I left my phone in your car. Could you go get it for me?" Bubbly immediately says, "Oh, okay, you sit here. I'll be right back." After saying that, Bubbly walks out. Shang Shang takes the opportunity to move closer to President Ying and asks while looking at him carefully, "How long have you and Bubbly been married?" President Ying answers slightly nervously, "It's been a year." "Why?" Shang Shang speaks meaningfully. "Only 1 year? She spends money very freely. Why don't you stop her? You run such a big company. You must make a lot every year, right?" President Ying thinks for a moment and calmly says, "It's not a problem." Shang Shang changes her tone and says, "A young, capable, and responsible man like you is exactly my type." She slowly places her hand on President Ying's hand and says, "Why don't we exchange contact information? It would make communication easier." President Ying pulls his hand away and says firmly, "There's no need for that. If there's anything, you can contact Bubbly." Shang Shang speaks in a scheming tone. "I want to tell you a little secret about Bubbly." She runs her hand across President Ying's back and says, "Don't you want to know what she's really like?" President Ying quickly jerks away and says, "What was she like before? I know her better than you do. You're just her friend. How could you think you know her better than I do?" Shang Shang says arrogantly, "You don't know her at all. She wastes your money. She makes you cancel business meetings just to eat with her. She's extremely clingy and there are many men chasing after her outside." President Ying stands up angrily and is about to speak when Bubbly interrupts. "Honey, what are you talking about? Why do you look so happy?" President Ying says angrily, "You should be ashamed of the things you just said. My wife has people who admire her, and that means I have good taste. I like spending money on my wife because she deserves to be loved. Isn't the biggest reason a man makes money to give the woman he loves a better life? My wife doesn't need to be overly sensible. She stays by my side all day, and that means she loves me. If I became jealous like you and believed your words and abandoned my wife, I would never forgive myself." He points at her and says, "Go buy a mirror and take a good look at yourself. My wife treated you like a friend, yet you talk badly about her and try to seduce her husband. Who do you think you are?" Shang Shang panics and tries to soften her tone, grabbing his hand. "I'm doing this for your own good." President Ying shakes her hand off angrily and says, "I will protect my wife myself. I never want to see you again. Get out." Shang Shang grabs his hand again and says, "You don't even know right from wrong." President Ying pulls away furiously and shouts, "Don't touch me. Get out of here." Shang Shang leaves in anger and embarrassment and holds his wife's hand and says, "Do you think I did the right thing? The love in your eyes is like fire in my heart."